What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from the Scalar Learning Channel. It's 7:30 in the morning here in Los Angeles, California. It's a beautiful morning. As per usual, I went and got my morning coffee, so that's always fun. Just making sure my audio is working here. Hold on. Is it? Yeah, it's going. It's going. I had one time where the audio didn't work, and I did a long period where it wasn't working and no idea, and I was so freaked out by it. Now every time I have to check it, but hey, better safe than sorry. Dion, what's up? Rafael Kastub, you're back, my friend. From BH, I believe it's like Bahrain, right? Because I told you I love Bahrain. Majaban, Proud Yasin, Beluga Shorts, Fire Apple. Okay, couple of quick announcements. So number one, I'm still holding the same competition. Again, we're going to do the drawing on Thursday. If you want to enter for a free hour of tutoring, all you got to do is click on that link and go ahead and enter your enter an upvote and also leave a comment for panel picker. This is so I can speak at South by Southwest to train other teachers to teach on YouTube and keep improving the landscape as an education platform more than anything. So that's number one. If you do it by Thursday, you'll be entered into a drawing, and we'll do the drawing on Thursday, and somebody can win a free hour tutoring with me, hopefully by Friday, before this SAT. So that's announcement number one. But announcement number two, which I made a little bit too late yesterday, is that we got our SAT course up, the beta version. Now, eventually it's going to have 9 practice tests, video explanations for every single question. Right now, we just have the first practice test up, and we're really eventually the price is going to go up, obviously, right? So right now, since it's just this first test, I'm trying to get the second one up this week on my own. I got a lot of work to do, but I'm trying to get it up so you can have at least 2 really good practice tests. And it's going to be we're offering it a super discount right now for all you guys who are what we are going to call my early adopters. Okay, so if you do want to sign up for this course, I'm going to put the link in here right now. I just got to find it. 1 second. Oh, wait, where is sent? I need sent mail. If you do want to sign up, you could sign up and be part of my early adopter crew and check it out. Give me feedback. Be like, hey, this is cool. This is, this needs to, whatever. You can give me feedback, and that'd be super helpful. But I do think this course is awesome. And look, the whole art to this thing, to making good resources, is honestly really studying the SAT and how the questions are written and stuff like that, and being able to write really good practice questions. And then, of course, obviously, I know how to make good explanations. I've been doing that for a long time, but that's basically it. So here it is. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the link. HTTP Scalar learning.thinkific.com/courses/Scalar learning/SAT/math/super awesome course for legends. Okay, it's kind of a funny thing, but there it is. Let me just make sure that's the right link here. If I click it, it goes to the course. So there is the link, and if you guys want to go and click and sign up, great. If you want to just keep watching the live streams, great. Do whatever you want. But by the way, if you do sign up right now, it's $30 a month. That's the subscription. But for everybody right now, I think there's a limited number of these, but I can't remember how many we made, like 50 or 100 or something like that. Early adopter, type that in as the code, and it'll drop it from $30 a month to $5 a month for 2 months. You can have access to it basically for like 2 months, or just 1 month if you want, for $5. And you can have, and as the tests increase and go, and then you can have this awesome resource for a really cheap price. We work so hard, and I've spent a lot of money putting this thing together to make it really awesome. So anyways, that's there for you, and that's it. Tanisha, yes, we are going to do another live stream. All right, I've been talking too much. Let's get into it. And the thing I'm most excited about, by the way, is today. What's up from Kenya? Patrick, amazing. The coolest thing about today is this is the first time in a while that I'm taking a test for the first time in real time, because that's normally my thing, right? I love to do that, and I haven't taken the April test. Now we're taking the April test, so I'm super excited. I was a little wary to do it because I wasn't sure if it was officially released for a while, because I wait for it to show up on these different forums, and then I'm like, okay, now it's definitely officially a QAS was released, and I can do it. It's no longer it creates an issue with the College Board or anything. So it has been released, and I've confirmed that it showed up on the forums. I saw other people have made videos on it, so I know it's safe. I know it's good to go. That's the main thing. I just want to make sure I'm doing what's publicly available. That's when it's okay. So it is, and I get to take a test for the first time in real time, so I'm super excited, and it's my favorite section today. No calculator. Without further ado, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, begin. Let's make it a little thinner. Okay, which expression is equivalent to this where x is not equal to 0? Again, just taking out the possibility you're dividing by 0. All right. The 12 over 8, divide both by 4, and we get 3 over 2. The x's kind of cancel out, right? You subtract the exponent, so it's just x like that. Because it's 3 minus 2 is 1, so it's just x. 3 over 2x, boom, done. Numero dos, the graph in the... Ooh, that's weird. Okay, I think that's -1, 4, but it looks kind of funky, so I'll rewrite it. The graph of a linear equation, the graph of a quadratic equation shown. What is true about the point -1, 4? The point satisfies... No. It satisfies both. It's a solution. It's an intersection. No. It satisfies both equaciones. Yeah. It's a point on both equations. There you go. Number 3. A ball is thrown upward from a height of 3 feet above the ground. Assuming no air resistance, a function h models the ball's height in feet above the ground. Seconds after thrown. What is the meaning of h of t? Okay. This is function notation. Okay. So they said t is time in... Where do they say it? T is time in seconds. And the function is height. So this means at 2 seconds, we get a height of 11. See, I like to talk it out before I even look at this. The ball hits the ground. No. The ball hits the ground. No. That would be like 11-0. It would hit the ground after 11 seconds. The ball's 11 feet. Hits a height of 11, like we said, at time 2 seconds after it is thrown. Boom, done. The ball's 2 feet above. Nope, that's backwards. Which expresiones is equivalent to this? Okay, first thing I'm going to do is distribute. This is in negative. 4x to the 5th plus 5x to the 4th minus 2x to the 5th. Now, this is the important part. Minus 3x to the 4th because the negative distributes. Combine like terms. 4 minus 2 because they have the same exponent, right? 2x to the 5th. And then 5x minus 3 is positive 2x to the 4th. Boom, done. Let me just make sure. 5x. Yeah. Number 5. At sea level, the boiling point of water is 212. For every 500-foot increase in elevation, the boiling point decreases by about 1. Okay, let me just get my head around this for a second. We've got 212. And it's decreasing by 1 every 500-foot increase. Okay, which means I can do it like this. Let me show you why. If this is not correct, I can quickly prove that it's not correct because they're saying at 500 feet increase, and x would be the increase in elevation, right? At 500 feet, it should be 211. Well, if I plug in 500, it's 1. 212 minus 1 is 211. At 1,000 feet, it should be decreasing by 2 degrees, right? So if I plug in 1,000 over 500 is 2. Oh, it is 210. So this works. So I know I've got an equation. Actually, this should be expression. They made a mistake. Which expression models the water's boiling point F in terms of x? Because equation means there's an equal sign. So, oh no, it's weird. They made a little mistake, but that's okay. 212. It's this one. Could also be written like this, but they put the 212 over there. It's got to be positive, so those are negative. That doesn't make sense, and it's got to be that. You can quickly see this one makes no sense because if you plug in 1, right, and x, the elevation above sea level, if you plug in 1 here, you'd get negative 288. That doesn't make any sense. 6. The line shown model, and by the way, that's another thing. You didn't need to do this. I like to do that. That's my approach. You could also just plug in to all these equations. Well, hey, I should be able to plug in. I'm sorry, not plug in 1. I should have been able to, sorry, this makes even less sense now. You plug in 500 and you get something ridiculous. But you know that for whatever the correct answer is, you should be able to plug in 500 and get 211. So you could just go down the list and plug in. Anyways. The line shown models the possible combinations of number of goats and number of horses. Goats and horses, certain 10-acre farms. Based on the number of acres of land each animal needs. Based on this model, how many acres of land on the farm does each horse need? Okay. Well, the max amount of horses you can have with no goats is 5. And it's 10 acres. So 2. That's it. Is there any other? And the goats each need 1/6 of an acre, apparently, because there's 60 goats on 10 acres, right? It's that simple, I think. I don't think we need to think about it more. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. 10 acres. How many acres of land does each horse need? Yeah. Here with 3 horses, they take up 6 acres, and then there would be like 26. Let's say for simplicity's sake, 24 horses. So that'd be another 4. Yeah. Right? It's a little off. The line's like a little off, but I'm just going to go with 2. Okay. Which of the following order pairs X, Y satisfies the inequality above? Okay, whenever I see one of these, I just plug and chug. Plug in 0 and 3. Nope, 3 is not less than -4. Plug in 3 and 0. Nope, 0 is not less than -1. 0 and 6. Nope. 6 and 0 has got to be the winner. Plug in 6 and 0. 0 for Y. 6 for X. Oops, sorry. 6. 0 is indeed less than 2, so it works. In the right triangle PQR, let's draw it out. This always gets wonky because it always does this curved line. I got to figure out a way to turn that default setting off so it doesn't do that. Let's draw it out. And Miro would be amazing if you guys created a right triangle thing. Okay. Side length of PQ. P is 90. And the measure of angle R, let's make that R, is 38. And this is Q. And then it says PQ is 70. And then this, obviously, not that it matters so much, but we'll make this 52 degrees because it's, these are complementary. Which the following represents the length of QR. So QR is the hypotenuse. Okay. It's all sine, so that's nice. So let's say, and we probably need to do sine of 38 because we don't know this length, because its sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So we'll say sine of 38 equals opposite over hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is C in this case. So then they want to represent the length of QR, aka C. So I'm going to multiply both sides by C and then divide by sine of 38. Kind of doing it in one fell swoop here. Boom, 70 over sine of 38. Boom, done. Number 9, some values of x and the corresponding values of f of x are given in the table below. If there's a linear relationship between x and f of x, which of the following equaciones gives this relationship? Okay, so it's linear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose 2 points that I like, this one and this one. Again, it doesn't matter which 2 I choose, but I chose the 2 that I feel like are the easiest to do the slope calculation with. And we're going to calculate the slope. So, yeah, there's a formula for this, but I don't really like the formula. I just like to stack them and subtract down. 1 minus 2 is -1. 2 minus 8 is -6. And then it's rise, which is the y's, over run, the x's. So it's a slope of 1/6, right? Because the negatives will cancel out. Wrong slope, wrong slope. The slope should be in front of the x, right? So 1/6x, 1/6x. Now the question is, what's the y-intercept? So let's calculate that by using point slope. So I'll choose the top coordinate because it's the easiest. Y minus 1, doing that value, equals slope times, in parentheses, x minus 2, which is this value here. Distribute. Y minus 1 equals 1/6 x minus 2 times that is 2/6, which is 1/3. And then plus 1, and I get y equals 1/6 x plus, that's 2/3. Boom. Okay. This one, D. All right. And then there's another, we can double check this, right? just with a couple values, just for fun. If I plug in 2 here, I get 2. I get 1/3, right? 2 over 6 is 1/3. 1/3 plus 2/3, that's 1. If I plug in 8 here, I get 4/3. 8, 6, 4/3. 4/3 plus 2/3 is 6/3, which is 2. Okay, now I've really verified it. I have no concern. I'm moving on. Number 10. Line M is shown in the XY plane. Line P not shown as perp. Okay, immediately I want to calculate the slope, and I'm going to choose 2 points like this and like this. So the slope is down 2 to the right 1. Down 2 to the right 1. So it's a slope of -2. So the slope of P is perpendicular. The slope of P is the negative reciprocal. So it's a positive 1/2, which means it would be like up 1 over 2, like that. Just to give you an idea. I don't know where the y-intercept is. So we need a slope of 1/2. This is a slope. What? This isn't even an equation. This is a mistake. It should be. I think this is like the questions, but these are, somebody must have put this together, and it's just like tons of mistakes. It should be y equals, I don't know. But anyways, this is the only one with the correct slope, so sorry about that. Number 11, what is the y-intercept of the graph of this in the xy plane? Y-intercept occurs when x equals 0, so plug and chug, right? 0 minus 4 squared plus 3, that's 16 plus 3 is 19. So 0, 19, boom, done. For the given function f, what is the minimum value of f of x? Well, this is a parabola. The only way it's going to have a minimum value, it's got to be going up. But it is going up because we know this term here is positive, x squared. The 1 in front of the x squared is positive. And then the minimum, well, what is the minimum? It looks like the vertex, right? What's the vertex? So they want, what is the minimum value of f of x? So we want, this is very important when they say the minimum value of the function, that is the y value of the vertex, not the x value. But first I can find the vertex, because the vertex, the x value of the vertex is negative b over 2a. Very important formula. So a, b, and c. So negative b is negative 4 over 2 times 1 is a, so over 2. So that's negative 2. So we've got negative 2 for the x value. What's the y value? Well, let's plug and chug. Negative 2 squared is 4, plus 4 times negative 2 is negative 8, plus 4. Look at that. It's going to zero out. Boom, done. That's the minimum value. And you could try plugging in anything else. Not that I would encourage you to do that. I think it's kind of a waste of time here. But you could try, hey, like, well, actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter, because this is the smallest value of all of them. And if you've just verified that you can get 0 with negative 2, that's got to be smaller than all those, so you're good. Another way to verify. Which linear equation has exactly uno soluciones? This has infinite. This one has no solution. This one has no. Okay, so why am I saying that? It's A, but so why am I saying that? This, it's the same thing on both sides. You could plug in any value for y and you get the right answer. This is impossible. How can a number equal itself plus 5? How can a number equal itself minus 5? These are no solutions. This one, you actually add y to that side, you get 2y equals 5. It's solvable, you see? So the answer here, there's only one solution, and it's 5 over 2. What is the graph of y equals 4 minus 2? Okay, I'm going to reorganize this. Negative 2 times 0.5 to the x plus 4. Okay, so a couple things. First of all, let's figure out what the y-intercept is. That's when x equals 0. So if I plug in 0, this would be 1 times 2, negative 2 plus 4 is 2. So I know I have a y-intercept at 2. You're out. You're out. And then the question is, like, what's the shape of the graph? Like, is it going to be going down like this, or is it going to be going up like this? Well, normally, if you have like something less than 1 in here, it's going to go like this, but then it's negated. There's a negative in front, which flips it across the x-axis. So I'm leaning towards this. Plus, the highest value it should be is 4, right? Because when you minimize, as basically, this is like a negative value. As this gets smaller and smaller, that's going to happen as x gets bigger, because 0.5 squared, now we're talking 0.25. cube, now we're talking 0.125, so on and so forth. This is going to shrink to nothing, and so it should have a asymptote, highest point it should reach is 4. Not, like, this doesn't even make sense. How can it go so high? So it's got to be it's got to be C, but we're going to put in a failsafe and test a couple other points. So for example, I know I've got that point that's really good. What's another good one? Oh, I see there. Let's plug in -1 and see if we get 0. So if I plug in, and -1 here is like 4, right? So I say -2 to the 0.5 to the -1 plus 4. So what is 0.5 to the -1? It's really 1 over 0.5, okay? Or you can think about it as like the reciprocal of 1/2. It's 2, right? Well, guess what? That's -4 plus 4. It's 0. Okay, we've double confirmed it. Done. 15, final one before we go to the free response. The graph of the equation, the xy plane is circle. We need the radius of the circle, so we got to get it into standard form. Check it out. X squared, we got to complete the square. Y squared. And then we got 0 over here. So completing the square, take half of 6 and square it, which is 9. Half of 8, -8, which is -4, but it doesn't matter because you square it and it's 16. But if I add 9 and 16 here, I got to add 9 and 16 here. We got to keep it balanced. Now, actually, it doesn't even matter because we're just getting the radius, and the radius is on this side. I'll do this anyways just so you can see. Then we factor, and it becomes x minus 3. We're getting these nice perfect squares. And then it's y minus 4 squared. Because if you FOIL these out, you'd get this and this. So the center is at 3, 4. That's what that is, and that is opposite of those values. And then the radius is the square root of that, because this is the radius squared. So it's 5. Boom, done. All right, 9 minutes left. What positive value of x satisfies a given equation? 4. Done. You could also have -6, but obviously for your response, we only want the positive values. Cool. No problem. Because you know absolute value is just a positive purifier. So if it's positive, it's not really doing anything. 17 in the right triangle, RST, angle T, measure. Okay, let's draw it out. Angle. Do. That's one little thing I slightly miss about AllApp. It's a little easier to do this stuff, but hey, I don't want to be a complainer. Okay, T measures 40. And R measures 20. Oh, it didn't say it's right. Oops. Okay. It's not right, obviously, because that's 60. So this has to be 120. For some reason, I thought I read that. What is the measure in degrees of angle? Oh, I just did it. It's 120. Okay. Why is it 120? Because every triangle has 180 degrees if you add up all the angles, right? 20 plus 40 plus 120 is 180. So that's it. Yeah. Number 18. What value of x satisfies the given equaciones? Okay, so let's rewrite this because it's formatted super weird. So subtract 4, boom, we get 9 equals 3x over 2. Multiply both sides by 2, 3x equals 18. Divide by 3, x equals 6. Done. 19, what value of x satisfies a given equation? Okay. You could probably plug and chug. You probably assume, since it's free response, it's a whole number. So if you're going to do that, I would go down the line of being like 0, 1, 2, 3, and plug them in like that. Also, this side, a little clue here, this side is going to be, it's going to be positive. You know what I mean? Because we're only taking the positive root. I'm just saying you can do it like this. I, of course, like to do it the standard way where I'm going to square both sides and then do the whole thing. But I'm guessing, like, let's see, the answer's probably, it's probably 7. Yeah, it is 7 because then it's 0 equals 0. But I'll show you the standard way to do it. Let's just write that out here. Okay, so if I square both sides, I get 14 minus 2x equals, and don't forget to FOIL this guy, right? X squared minus 14x. I'm doing it in my head because x minus 7 times x minus 7 plus 49. You know, so it'd be -7x, which gives me that. Then we're going to combine, like, set everything equal to 0. So add 2x to this side, so it's minus 12x. Subtract 14 from this, and we get 34 5, right? 35. And then we're going to factor, and it is x minus 7, x minus 5. So there's two answers, 7 and 5, but 5 is probably extraneous because we get -2 here and +2 here, and 7 is the winner. Cool. Last but not least, if x, y satisfies a given system of equations, what is the value of y? Okay. We're trying to solve for y, so let's use elimination, and let's get rid of the x by multiplying the top by -4. Check it out. It becomes -8 minus 28y equals -16. And then down here, we've got +8x plus 4y equals 12. All right. Goodbye. When we add them together, add these together, we get -24y equals -4. -16 plus 12 is -4. Divide by -24. Negatives cancel out. We get 4 over 24, which is the same as 1/6. Okay. Now, just to make sure, I don't want to leave this up to chance because of free response. There's such a high possibility of making a little mistake and whatnot. So let's actually solve. So this becomes 2x plus 7, 6, right? And plug it in 1/6 equals 4. Subtract. This is, again, let's write it as 24, 6, right? 6 times 6. And then so we're subtracting the 7, 6. And then we got 2x equals 17, 6. Divide by 2, which is like multiply by 1/2. X equals, if you're running out of time, obviously you don't have to do this, but I have the time, I'm going to do it. It's going to be really mess to check this, but I have the time, so let's check it. So now the way I know for sure that I got this right, if I plug this into the bottom equation here, and I plug this in here, and we get 12, we're golden. So 8 times 17 twelfths plus 4 times 1/6. And this becomes cancel, divide by 4, 2, 3. So I get 34 thirds plus, this becomes 4/6, which is 2/3. And that equals 36 thirds, which is 12. Okay, a lot of work there to verify it, but hey, we know we got it right. All right, let's go ahead and stop the timer and let's grade this thing. So this booklet actually didn't have the answer choices, or sorry, the answers, but I found it. I think I found it anyways, hopefully somewhere else. Let me load it up here. We'll check everything. Somebody had posted this on Reddit somewhere. Wait. Okay, here we go. BCCB, 5 is AADB, 9 is DAD, D, 10, and D, DACD, DACD. All right, cool. Free response. I mean, the multiple choice is good. Now to free response. We got 4, boom. We got 120, boom. We've got 6. We got 7. And we got 1/6. And they also have the 2 decimal options there. So, boom. Nailed it. Let's see what we got in the comments. Here we go. Righty. 12th math guy. What's going on here? You guys are looking at where Mario working those really. Yeah, Raphael, because you remember probably yesterday that it was going crazy. Thank you guys for all those likes. I really appreciate it. I know a lot of you guys liked the video even before I've started, which is so incredible. It's such a vote of confidence that I really, really appreciate. And all those likes, all the comments, everything, it might feel like nothing to you, but it's such a huge boost to the channel and to everything that I'm working on and my whole life's ambition. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, Prashant. Nikhil, hi. Oh, your SAT is canceled in Mumbai. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is a bummer. Let's hope it doesn't happen in LA. Somebody said tips for August SAT. Yeah, my whole channel is tips for the August SAT. I swear SAT is easier than CSEC. I don't know what that is. Negative reciprocal. Nice. Okay. Looks like you guys are golden here. Helping each other. Nice little community. By the way, speaking of SAT community, check out our Discord server as well. It's in the description link below. We now got like, I think over 1,300 people on there, and people helping each other, study groups, amazing stuff. We're going to do some Q&As this week as well on Discord. So if you want to actually like jump on and talk to me and ask me some questions in real time, join the Discord server. It's all free. Everything's free. YouTube, all that stuff. The only thing that's now paid is that new SAT course that I posted, that link at the beginning. And again, if you didn't get a chance to, here, check it out. Let me copy this. Copy the link address, and I'll post it one more time down here. So anybody who, whoa, what is that? No. Wrong thing here. Let me see if I can get it, this thing here. So if you guys didn't get a chance to see, if you're just now joining, this is our new SAT course. We just released the beta version. It's just one practice test right now. And yeah, it's got an awesome practice test. It's got video explanations for everything. You can, but use this code, because right now it's $30 a month. It's going to be $30 a month, but use this code early adopter, because right now, again, it's in beta. We only got one practice test, maybe, and probably hopefully 2, maybe 3 by the end of the week. Because they're written, we're just putting them in now. And you'll get, if you use the code, it's $5 a month for the first 2 months, and you can cancel it anytime. So you could literally be like, all right, I'm gonna sign up for the week for $5 and then cancel it. I don't care. It's all good. Check it out. Message me. Let me know what you think of it. But we worked really, really hard on crafting these questions, making it look really similar to almost identical essentially to like SAT problems and language. And the video explanations, every single one, they're short, they're fast, they teach the concepts clearly, carefully. So that's it. Anyways, my friends, thank you so much for joining. We're going to keep going strong. We got 3 days left, and we're running the competition for the free hour of tutoring on Thursday. So once again, make sure you go to this South by Southwest panel picker. And if you do want to be a part of the competition, give me an upvote, leave a comment, and then I know you're in. We'll put it in the raffle, and we'll do it like that. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you tomorrow.